We'll take a look here. It's Troy Armstrong up in the ruck there for Yarra Junction. And going up for Yarra Glen is Darren Gowski. And it is Armstrong who wins the tap. It will shark beautifully in that occasion by the captain and Wood. The ball trickles along the ground. No one can really get a clean possession at the moment. And now here's an opportunity for Yarra Glen, but they've run into a little bit of trouble getting the kick away just in time. But it's an up and under ball. And Junction should be able to cut off. Looks like Horry Drew, but his handball missed the target there. And Cooper follows. And now they continue to track down the other way to Junction. That's a beautiful kick as well. Onto the chest on that occasion there of Jackson Robertson. And they can go long inside forward 50. They may have turned it over here, but they might get one at the back. Here's an opportunity for goal. But another turnover. Yarra Glen able to force the turnover here. And that's going to be a tricky one, and it will be balled up over there. Yarra Glen side of the ground. Only about 15 metres out from goal for the time being. So Junction with the early territory. The tap one on that occasion there by Mackenzie Bale. He can't get the ball clear, and once again it'll be another stoppage inside. Forward 50 for Junction. So up it goes once again. Tap down. And they get a kick away to Yarra Glen. That's a pretty good one too as well. That'll work out just fine to Webber. On half back. Hands it away. This looks like Wood, who's under pressure. Kicks inboard, and that should work out just fine on this occasion. So slow build at the moment for Yarra Glen. In no real rush. Kick comes out to the broadcast side wing. It's a good one as well. And falls onto the chest of Marks. So Marks in absolutely no rush at the moment. Goes inboard. It's a dangerous one, and he's turned it over. It's a terrible kick. And he's found Jacob Robertson for Yarra Junction. He goes long inside forward 50. It's a good kick. And here's a mark inside forward 50. And the first shot at goal will go to the Eagles. And it'll be Lee McComb, who's only got a kick of about 25 metres here. Should be able to go back and kick this one. So this will be just the start that the Eagles would like to see. McComb, as I say, distance won't be a problem. A little bit of an angle to deal with. It's just going to be all about accuracy here as he comes in. And he puts it away. No, he's missed. Just faded at the last moment. Looked pretty good off the boot, but just didn't quite hold the line in the end. So first score of the afternoon is the way of Yarra Junction. It is just the one behind to McComb.
Yeah, so first score looking that looks to play again, Aiden. It's probably going to use the far side of the ground, as they love to do. There's a turnover. They have another chance here to put it back inside forward 50. They're at 55 from home. Kick's put to the top of the square. Can a mark be taken? No, it can't. But down the back, crumbing. Shot on goal, and it's there. Great crumbing work done there to get the shot off on goal. Just quite... believe it might be Adam Gleeson. Yeah, it was Adam Gleeson who done the crumbing there. So good start here from Yarra Junction, applying the pressure.
That's exactly what you want to do, isn't it, Trent? Those repeat entries, they kick the behind there from McComb, but they've managed to get it back in there. And as you mentioned, good bit of crumbing work there by Gleeson. So we wait for the ball to go back into the middle of the ground. Already 3 minutes gone into this first quarter, as we wait for the umpire to throw the ball back aloft.
So the ball back into the middle of the ground now to reset the play. Ball's thrown over Yarra Glen, so win that tap down. But it looks like Yarra Junction will get the clearance again through Follis. Gets the ball moving forward. Here they go. They go back inside forward. 50 McComb comes back again, crashing forward. Makes a good contest. It's going to be a free kick. It's going to go the way of Yarra Glen. So Yarra Glen had the chance to retreat outside of the defensive 50. Kick down to the middle of the ground, but it's turned over again. Can you believe it? Kick now to inside forward 50 again. It's going to be another turnover. They get a handball moving out now in the hands of Kettle. Kettle gets a kick moving forward. Can Amabi take it? No, it can't. On the wing, two players, three man, and they go to the ball. It's a big bump there. Big bump, allowing his pressure there was Marks. As we get a boundary throw in here. And umpire opting to bring it a bit closer in from the boundary. As the ball's going to be thrown back in for the two rucks to go at it now. Ball's thrown in. Tap down Yarra Junction. Yarra Glen looked like to get the clearance. A handball out the back. Got it over to Webber. He's tackled. Now in the hands of Supplice. But he's tackled and it's going to be holding the ball, free kick. It's going to go the way of Yarra Junction.
So just waiting for Surplus. Just looks like he's a little bit sore after that tackle. And as Trent mentioned, it is a free kick to the Eagles, currently in the hands at the moment of Cooper Follis. It's a dangerous one, but it works out. And here is Spalding. Had a very good game when we last called Yarra Junction up there at Yarra, but his kick is turned over. Getting the fist in there was Noah Battle. He probably could have taken possession, and this might be cost. It'll come back the other way, currently with Troy Dargy at the moment. He got a handball away. Spalding once again can send him inside forward 50. Long ball, up and under ball. Can someone take a mark? Here Macomb's there. He might get one out the back, but the bounce of the ball didn't fall his way. He's still got a chance here. Macomba's a free kick, and it's going to go the way of the River Pigs. So a little reprieve in defence here. And that will come back to Nate Capuno. Tucked into the back pocket. Dangerous one. Bale is there, but he's not going to be able to cut this one off. So still with Yarra Glen, sorry. Low trajectory ball, and that's a turnover. It's going to come back. So good intercept mark taken there by Rifle, who chips it. The kick not the best. That could be a free for high contact, and it is. So potential shot at goal here. Just depends on the kicking range. Well, I think this is Cooper Follis who's got the free kick. No, it's not. It is Jacob Robertson, who's been busy in this first quarter. So man of the mark is right on the arc of 50. So he's going to set it up to the top of the square. Where is Macomb? Flies through a couple of hands. Kick towards goal. Not going to work out. There might be another one here. No, still comes to ground level. Dangerously. Kick towards goal. He is offline. So really dominating the territory at the moment are the Eagles. Yarra Glen just need to try and find something here. Got to avoid the repeat entry as they wait for the ball to come back out. And looks like the kicking duties here will be taken by Richard Gurney.
So Richard Gurney now will bring it back in from fullback. The beautiful Indigenous logo there on the square. He opts to play on now, then comes down the line. Can get a target here. Floating it, but they're going to get it out here for Retrice. He gets a handball over the top. Can they keep this in? Yes, they can. Taking a bounce is Webber. Then he goes for the short kick, just falling short of his teammate in Hawkins. And now Yarra Junction can get out of harm's way with Reef. Gets a kick over the top there. Now they move forward. Kick into the centre of the ground. He's worked out well. Got into the hands of Jagger. He switches the play to the other side of the ground. It's going to work out all right. So they bring it back into the middle here. They're building this up all right, as they have all day so far. Earlier on in the play, Yarra Junction. Kick inside forward 50. It's going to be a free kick going the way of Yarra Junction. And it's going to go the way here of Jacob Robertson again, I believe. And yes, it is. So Jacob Robertson will have another chance on goal. Well, another free kick from that 50 mark, as he did earlier. As they get the ball back to him now.
So he's been pretty busy in this first quarter so far.
So yeah, Robertson, by the time he kicks this, would you say this is not a 50 arc, would you?
Maybe 45, yeah, it's not the biggest one for sure.
So you'll probably be kicking this by the end, by about 30 probably. Yeah. As he comes in now, Robertson. Shot on goal, looks pretty good, and it's home! There's his first of the day as well.
So this is just the start that Yarra Junction would have wanted. Robertson with his first goal, and they're already 2 goals, 2 already are the Eagles. So ideal stuff for them. We do apologise for if you lost us on Yarra Valley FM. I leave Trent alone for one time, and he knocked out the internet connection. So we've got that all
it's my fault now, is it?
Yeah, it was. So you actually knocked out the router connection, so that's why we lost them. But we're all back and going everything now, so it's back in the middle once again. And it looks like for Yarra Junction, it is going to be. That's not Chris Diego in the ruck, is it? Surely, no, it won't be. So we just wait for everything to get back underway here. It will be Armstrong. He'll go up in the ruck once again. And once again, it'll be Darren Gowski for Yarra Glen. Getting up early there was Armstrong. He won the tap as well. Wood, who's been busy, gets down on his knees, tries to knock it away, but it comes straight back in. Umpire circling, and it'll be a stoppage just forward to centre for Yarra Junction, who really have won the territory. Yarra Glen not really had much of a look at the moment. Diego couldn't take it cleanly. Comes to ground level. Kick trickling along the ground. Spalding, can he get under his control? He did well enough to keep it in front. Plenty of Yarra Junction players attacking here. There's a free kick, and it's going to go the way of the Eagles. So here's another chance to get the centre clearance. So with the free kick here is Aaron Stewart, who puts it up, and no mark can be taken. They still might get it in there, will the Eagles? The left foot kick gets in there just in time. Here's Macomb, he's got it. And he'll line it from directly in front. He's already got 2 behinds at the moment, Macomb, so he needs to go back and kick truly here. This to give Junction an early 20-point lead. Nearly 10 minutes into the first quarter. So in comes McComb. As I need kick about 25 metres. And he puts it away. Third goal of the afternoon to Yarra Junction. Yarra Glen yet to score. It is a 20-point margin for the Eagles. 10 minutes into the first quarter.
Yeah, good start here by Yarra Junction, Aiden. Getting off to the Forest Staff away from home too.
That's exactly right, Trent. It's a very interesting setup here at Yarra Glen. It's a very wide ground. In fact, the boundary line from the fence is at least about 20 metres, Trent. You could kick the ball, and that would be pay to mark, I reckon, that distance. It's very interesting, but not the longest ground. As you say, the arc's here probably only about 45, maybe even 40 metres. As we wait for the ball to come back into the centre. So once again, Armstrong up against Darren Gowski. So the umpire throws the ball aloft, and once again, Armstrong wins the tap. It's a real scrum at the moment in the middle. Soccer off the ground goes forward for Yarra Glen, but it's going to be turned over. And once again, Junction, that could be holding the ball there. No free kick forthcoming. Taking him on looked like Cooper Holmes, but it's going to come back. And there's a little scuffle in the middle here as well. This is getting quite willing. Umpire's right there, though, and hang on, there's a whistle. I think it is going to come back to Cooper Holmes. The umpire's eventually cleared up that scuffle, so Holmes wheels onto that right boot, goes for a bit of a run as well, chips it to half forward, it's just through the hands. The mark couldn't be taken there by Robertson, who's been very busy. Yarra Junction want ball, umpire calls them to go, it rolls towards goal. They've got to get back to Yarra Glen, that's gone through, now was it touched? No, it's a goal. Can you believe that? Yarra Junction have got another one, they've kicked 4 goals in 11 and a half minutes. This is unbelievable stuff, Trent.
Yeah, they're off to a flying start here. Moving the ball really well, really fast and direct. They're just getting it in there and then doing the job down forward. Yarra Glen haven't really had a sniff down there forward line yet, Aiden.
Looks like it was Robertson with his second as well, Trent. He's been very busy up forward. He's already had about 5 or 6 touches and kicked 2 goals.
Yeah, he's one to watch by so far, Aiden.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So the ball comes back into the middle. Looks like Yarra Glen are going to throw James Burden into the centre here. Maybe just try and change it up a little bit.
Maybe that's something they might spark, Aiden, as it comes in. Something they need to change something up. They can't let the lead get out too far early as the ball's thrown up. Tap down, but Yarra Junction look to get the clearance again, but it's a good strong tackle laid there by Gurney of Yarra Glen. And the umpire's blowing his whistle, and he's going to bowl this one up. It's the 2 rucks put up their hand, but it looks only one. One's come from the back now. Yarra Junction getting the tap there off the hands of Blue Mink. And it's going to be... Umpire looks like... Ooh, he was letting it go. I thought he was going to nearly give a hold in the ball there, Aiden, but it's going to be a ball up.
Yep. Maybe another second or 2.
Yeah, Blooming gets the tap down again. Probably dominated the ruck contest there, Yarra Junction. Here, Yarra Glen with probably their first look. If they can just get this knocking forward, yes, they can. Kick towards the forward 50. They get it moving. They're inside forward 50 here. Here's their chance. Tackled with great defensive pressure there by Yarra Junction, and it's going to be a hold the ball free kick, and it could be a 25-minute penalty here. No, it's not. And then they retreat there and get the ball moving, but it's going to be turned over, so it's coming back.
Hawkins has got it at the moment.
Yeah, Hawkins, he's kicked the 23 goals this season. The vice captain.
I think he's going to back himself in here, Trent.
Yeah, I think he is, Aiden. He's been in good kicking form, goal kicking form. So he'll back himself in and kick this from about 48, I reckon, by the time he leaves his boot. Hawkins. Steady approach. Kicks off the boot now. Kick. Looks just across the face there for Hawkins. So first score on the board there for Yarra Glen is a behind to the vice captain in Hawkins as Yarra Junction look to retreat from their defensive 50 now. They come up the ground, interesting, but it's going to work out all right in the hands here, as they get the ball moving. A few interesting numbers, I think they're out there, Aiden. We'll try and see that, but at the far of the ground, there's just numbers popping up everywhere, but we do what we can. It's on the far wing, and it's going to be free kick. It's going to come back to Yarra Junction.
So they go to the outer side of the ground. A good build up so far for the Eagles. 25 points ahead at the moment. Holmes offers a lead, which I don't think is going to be on it, but in the end, no, it's going to go short to the Jaeger. So getting numbers back at the moment, Yarra Glen. Another little kick inboard on this occasion. That'll work out fine to Kettle, who just chips it short once again. This is to Holmes, just the required distance. Holmes is played on, so he's going to have to get rid of it. Oh, he did well, sold the candy. He can send him inside forward 50. It's a good long kick, is it? No, it's going to be turned over, but no mark can be taken. So there's still a chance at Yarra Junction. Gee, that's a real disappointing result there for Yarra Glen. It was an uncontested one, and it was spilled in the end there by Oscar Grenfell. So it's thrown up. Tap one down there by Armstrong. Here's Mackenzie Bale, tries to bust his way through, and he's taken him on. And he's been pinged for holding the ball. Good decision. And so the free kick will go to Yarra Glen, and on this occasion to DePina, who goes out once again to the outer side of the ground. So they've got it at half-back at the moment to the River Pigs. Under siege at the moment. A little chip kick will work okay there by Chamberlain. And he's going to get it back as well. Gets the handball receive. Long kick down the line, up and under ball. Looking for Hawkins, I think it is, who can't quite take the mark. And they can go here, Yarra Junction. They're on the counter-attack. Do they get the handball to the right player? In the end, they do. It came off hands and worked out okay for them. But now, once again, it's anyone's ball. Being hotly contested. Now, Yarra Glen might be an opportunity here if they can get it moving cleanly, but they can't, and it's locked up. And that ball not going anywhere. In fact, the umpire's going to pay holding the ball. So Yarra Junction now with an opportunity. So it looks like Spalding has got the ball in hand. Chips it short. That's a pretty good kick as well. And once again finds De Jager, who's had a pretty good season so far. And that's 25, run over the mark. And that's not what Yarra Glen needed at all. So probably won't be brought within range here, De Jager, but certainly does bring him much closer. Chips it out wide. They will be able to go inside forward 50 with this kick. It's a long one. Bale's in the area, goes up, but he can't take the mark. It was spoiled at the last moment. Getting a handball away just in time there was McDonald for Yarra Glen, but once again, they are absolutely under siege here at the moment, the River Pigs. What can they do? McDonald once again wants to take it over, and eventually he does. Just professionally did that, just waited for the ball, or waited for the pressure, I should say, in fact, to come. And it will be thrown back into play. So Bantry thrown in the pocket. So they've got to be careful here, Yarra Glen. The defence has not worked pretty well so far. They've allowed a few to get through, and they might be able to break free, but they just can't really get any clean possession at the moment. And it's a free kick to Yarra Junction. Can you believe that? And this will be a shot at goal.
Big... Trying to see who's going to here.
Gleeson, it looks like. So Adam Gleeson, man on the mark, probably about 40, 35 metres out. So should be within range. Once again, it's just going to be accuracy. But they've been pretty good so far, Yarra Junction. 4 goals, 2 they are at the moment.
I think it might be Diego, Aiden.
So when he comes... just inside the paint. Kick looks okay, but the goal umpire works across a little bit, and it will be one behind. So 4-3-27 they are now. Yarra Junction back out to a 26-point margin. That is the biggest of the game so far.
Yes, they're getting some momentum. They're missing a few now, but they can't let this lead get too far out, Yarra Glen. They play this ground a lot, being their home ground, but so they'll know the dimensions, how to play. They just can't let it get too far out. So as they go now here, Yarra Junction look to try and get on the counter-attacks. They're going to be a free kick given here. Yes, it is. It's going to be a free kick from the back going the way of Yarra Junction. They look to go move the ball here. They put it inside the forward 50. Can a mark be taken? No, but they could get one out the back. There's a free kick for blocking. Which way is it going? Which way is it going? Yarra Glen. No, it's going to Yarra Junction. Bit of confusion in the play there, but it's going to go to Lee McComb, who's kicked the 1 goal 2, and he's looked lively as a target down the forward line so far, Aiden. McComb will kick this from about 25 metres. Kicks on, makes the umpire work, and it's just across the face. He thought it was a goal, but 1 goal 3 for McComb now. So probably brewing on some of the chances he's missed early is McComb. Yarra Glen will look to retreat from the rebound 50 now. So they bring the ball back in. As they play on here. They bring it back down the line. Can a mark be taken? No, it can't. It's small. Here come Yarra Junction again. Could have been a free kick there, but they let it play on. But they're going to play the free kick now. And it's going to come back. It's going to come back to Yarra Junction to Cooper Holmes. In fact, it's going to Yarra Glen for a high contact free kick. They're going on it a bit after the play, I think. As the ball thrown up. Can a mark be taken? No, it can't. It's getting close to the boundary line. Can the ball be kept in play? Yes, it is. Streaming through the pack. Dunn doing well. Now in the hands in the hands of Caperni now. He gets to keep moving forward. Good body work done there, and there's a mark taken. And Hawkins puts it inside forward 50. Goes long, opting for the player to run onto the ball, but it's not going to be able to get there in time. But it's exactly what Yarra Glen wanted. They want to lock it in the forward line and create something from this opportunity. Deep inside the Yarra Glen forward line.
You're absolutely right, Trent. So not a bad result in the end. You prefer the out of bounds than the behind. So Hawkins, he's certainly got a booming right leg on him. The distance wasn't really a problem, just didn't have the accuracy. So it's thrown back into play. Armstrong taps it. It's a funny bounce that could work for Yarra Glen, but it's locked up and it will be another stoppage. So a ball up this time, only about 15 metres out from goal for the River Pigs. And they just need to create something here. They trail by 27 points. They've been absolutely under siege. So once again, going up there for Junction, on that occasion was Bloomink. And they just decided to play down a little bit with that mark. Not really too sure where to go for the moment. And eventually Gleeson kicks across goal. It's a bit of a dangerous one. In fact, he might have kicked it straight to Josh Hawkins, but Spalding did really well. But he's handballed it straight to Hawkins. Hawkins kicked towards goal, and he's missed everything. It's out of bounds on the full. So they really needed to make something of that. And they weren't able to. So Junction once again regain the football. We're into red time as well now. 21 minutes have gone into this first quarter. And they just chip it across, and that should work out just fine for the moment. Onto Trent Fennell, who goes further up the ground, but that one doesn't work out too well to Troy Armstrong. And it finds its way out of play, so it'll be thrown back in. I think just inside that forward 45, we'll say. So it looks like for Yarra Glen, it's going to be Kai Hawkins who's going to go up on the ruck this time. Armstrong will keep the duties for Yarra Junction. It's got to wait a moment for the ball to come back over the fence.
Second time now.
Yeah. So here it comes. So once again, this is an opportunity for Yarra Glen. They've just got to make something work here. I think Hawkins has gone back to the goal square. So up it goes. Once again, Armstrong wins the tap for Junction. The ball just bobbling along the ground. It's going to be a tough one. Kai Hawkins goes in, but he's turned it over. Now Junction get the ball away. Kick heads towards the boundary line. It didn't really bounce all that kindly on that occasion for Capuno. And a bit willing with that tail. It's getting very willing here. And oh, here we go. They're coming in from all angles. The umpire's got to get in quickly here to stop this. So there's been a couple of little scuffles so far today. And it is going to be a free kick now to Yarra Junction. So that's not really what Yarra Glen needed. That kind of poor discipline, not going to do them any good.
He's given a yellow card for retaliation.
Wow, there we go. You felt like you were going to see one eventually. So there's still a free kick to Junction. But the story is Lee McComb is off the ground. He's been given a yellow card. That's an interesting one.
So, Aidan, I'm questioning why wouldn't the first original one be 1-2?
Well, the thing I'm a bit confused about, Trent, is I thought if the player getting carded, surely the free kick would be reversed. You would think.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I was confused why the free kick wouldn't be reversed if you're going to send him off anyway.
Yeah, I'm 100% with you there, Trent. This is a very confusing one, but...
So it has been reversed now, Aidan.
Yeah, no, that sounds about right. I don't know how you can give a yellow card, and so it will come back. So this is Sullivan. Long ball inside forward 50. Can someone take a mark? There's a free kick here, but it's going to go to Junction. So they hold him off once again. It looks like Spalding will be the recipient. Will it? No. Oh, yes, it will be. And there we go. That will conclude the first quarter here in the match of the
first
round.
quarter.
Yes, no, a little bit happening there, particularly... Wuri Alec, 3 behinds are down against Officer 117 as we're about to get underway in the second quarter. So once again, Armstrong goes up against Aaron Gowski as the ball spills to ground level, and it's not going to go anywhere. So this will be another stoppage. No updates from General Cockatoo versus Berwick Springs. Pakenham are trailing Narry Warren 2 goals. Pakenham yet to score as both rucks go up once again. And now this might be a chance here for Yarra Junction. Comes to ground level. Diego couldn't take it cleanly. And now Gleeson just overrun it slightly. They might be away here. Yarra Glen, yes they are. They get the kick away just in time. It's not a bad one. And a good mark taken there by Kikadopoulos. The vice-captain sends him inside forward 50. And he's hit the target. So this will be a shot at goal for the River Pigs. Nicely done there. Looks like Richard Gurney on the end of the kick. And he needs to go back and slot this. Kick of probably about 35 metres required. Bit of an angle to deal with.
Be the start exactly they'd be looking for this quarter, Aidan.
Certainly will be, Trent. Just a minute gone in this second quarter, I should say. So in comes Gurney. Just inside the paint. Looks pretty good off the boot, but once again it just drifts across. So behind, they're disappointing for Yarra Glen. As we just take a quick look at the other scores from Premier Division. Mount Evelyn got the jump on Wandon, 5-2-32 leading Wandon the 1 goal. Monbulk 3-4-22 leading Upway Tacoma 2-0-12. As the ball is about to come back into play here. And back it comes. Long kick off the boot there of Kettle. And a good intercept mark taken. So Yarra Glen once again can reload. So not really too sure where to go. Just go inside forward 50. That'll be the option. Not a bad looking kick. Hawkins in the area. It spills away for him. Marks was there too, but the ball didn't bounce his way. And once again, Yarra Junction, they can just lock this one up and create the stoppage as we take a quick look at Division 1 scores. Belgrove 2-1-13, trailing Seville 4-5-29. Warburton Millgrove 1-1-7, trailing Hillsville 3-1-19. Powelltown 2-1-13, trailing Alexandra 5-3-33. The early scores from around the grounds at the moment. As Yarra Glen keep it inside there, forward 50. And this ball not really going to get anywhere. The umpire circling, and he calls for the ball up. And we will have another stoppage inside forward 50 here for Yarra Glen.
So ball comes into play. Ball being thrown up here inside the forward 50 of Yarra Glen. And it's going to go back over the boundary line for another throw in. So the umpires, 2 rucks get into positions for the throw-in. As I said before, the umpires opting to come in a bit closer to play when they throw it in, as the rucks tapped it down now. As Yarra Junction look to retreat, and they do for Diego. He gets a barrel down the middle of the ground. Can Marby take him? Here's Robertson again. He's been live in the first quarter. But Yarra going to look to retreat, and that they do in the hands there of Suples. He gets the ball moving nicely across the wing as they bring it back to Suples now. He has another player on here. Will he use him? Yes, he opts to use him, but it's going to probably be a turnover. Good contest in the end made by there as they look to keep the ball moving. It's in the middle of the ground. Yarra Glen really need to make something of this, and here they are. They're going into attack now. Tucks the ball under his arm, takes a bounce, then puts a kick, or the dribbling kick, but it might work out all right to Marks. Marks arches his back, snaps around the body. It might be taken by Hawkins. No, but getting kept in. No, it's just going to go over the boundary line there. So a lot of stuff happening there. Aiden has tried to keep up there. But they've got it in their end of the ground, which they will need to. And in fact, it was Gurney who I think believed with the mark down. As the ball looks to be brought back into here. Yarra Glen looking a bit better. Just need to finish up on that final touch before the goal. Ball's thrown in, tapped down. Can they get a quick clearing kick here? Ball doesn't look like it's going very far. The umpire will probably blow the whistle. That he does. And he's going to bowl this one up as the ball's thrown back to the umpire. Ready for the 2 rucks to go at it. Tap down there. Both rucks probably got a hand to that one. Trying to barge their way through, but it's not going anywhere. As we've seen so far a lot this quarter, Yarra Glen just not finding enough space to get through. Ball thrown up. Again, getting the tap down. Trying to barge their way through. No, with no prevail.
So it's locked in at Yarra Glen's end of the ground at the moment. So a decent start here for the River Pigs. They've got the territory. They just need to find a way through. Armstrong wins the tap, heads towards the boundary line. We might see another stoppage, and they're happy to take it over. So this will be a boundary throw-in. So nearly 5 minutes gone into quarter number 2. Still 27 points adrift at the moment are the River Pigs, but looking a little bit better this quarter so far. So just wait for the ball to come back into play. Up it goes. Getting the front position there. Looked like it was Darren Galski in the ruck on that occasion. Comes out, but Spalding was tackled straight away. And in fact, he got high contact, so it will be a free kick for Junction. So disappointing for Yarra Glen. Unable to lock it in. Spalding should be able to get it out, but he does chip across goal a little bit dangerously, but it'll work out okay in the end, the kick. So they've got it in the back pocket at the moment. Looks like Kettle, who chips it back across, and on this occasion finds Fennell, who goes short once again, and that'll work out okay to Ralph. Tucked into the back pocket. Got a couple of options up ahead. He's a little bit indecisive, and eventually loads up on the right boot, sends it long down the line. He was looking for Armstrong, didn't really fall his way. Now it heads towards the boundary line. They keep it in play, getting the handball away just in time. I think it was Justin Paul. Just wasn't quite able to keep it in play. So we will have another boundary throw in once again here, just short of the wing. So Junction's starting to build the other way. Darren Gowski in the ruck once again up against Armstrong. Let's wait for the ball to be thrown back into play. So once again, Darren Gowski, or in the end it was Armstrong who got front position just at the last moment there. Taking it cleanly, nicely was Fowlis. And now currently in the hands of Corey Rifle. Heads towards Yarra Junction's end of the ground. Robertson was there, but he couldn't quite take the mark. It flew through the hands of Capuno. Was taken off the ball there momentarily. Looked like Stewart. And now it's inside forward 50 for Junction. That's a good strong tackle laid, and it will be balled up right at the forward 45 arc. Umpire just clearing up once again. Just a little bit willing out there at the moment. Both players from both sides just very passionate at the moment. Once again, Armstrong wins the tap. It'll shark beautifully. Wood, is he taken off of it? Yes, he was. Good decision by the umpire. So Sam Wood wins the free kick, and he can send it back the other way for Yarra Glen. That's a good kick as well, and it finds Gurney.
Gurney now with the ball, wheels around and puts it in. Puts it to about half forward. Kenneth might be taking Hawkins slides, unable to hold on to the mark. Yarra Junction look to retreat. Soccer off the ground, might work out all right, but can't take it cleanly, so they're going to go back in again. Yarra Glen is a player down there to keep an eye on that one, Aiden.
That's Hawkins.
Hawkins, that would be a key one if they lose that. It's going to be a hold the ball free kick going the way of Yarra Glen, but Hawkins looks in a lot of pain there, Aiden.
Oh, yeah, the umpire's going to stop play here too, Trent. This is not good for Yarra Glen if Josh Hawkins is seriously injured.
And it's in the hand of Kai Hawkins at the moment for a free kick with Josh Hawkins. Looks to be up now.
Oh, yeah, okay. Maybe just a stinger. He looked very sore there for a moment or two, but no, okay, he's going to walk it off.
Kai Hawkins up to the short kick. Works out all right. Finding teammate there in Jury.
That's Wood.
Wood, sorry, top to play on. Kick inside forward, 50 and might be taking marks. Probably pushed his player out of the way, and that he did. Is again still firing up a little bit here, Aiden.
Very willing out there at the moment.
As they look to try and take the advantage, or they're going to try and tell them to bring the ball back. In their hands here now of Spalding. It's going to come back to Spalding again. As he assesses his options, doesn't have much to go to, Aiden, so he'll probably opt to go long down the line, and that's exactly where he's looking. Taps the ball on the ground, surprisingly, then goes long across the wing. Can be taken? No, Robertson's there, can't hold on to the mark, but Yarra Glen look to retreat here. His thing gets the handball out. But great pressure there. I don't know how he got rid of that one, Aiden. But ball's at the bottom of the pack. Kennedy, get it out. Yes, it is. Here go Yarra Glen. Barrel inside forward. 50 can a mark be taken. No, it can't. Free kick there. Yes, going to Josh Hawkins.
Yeah, had to be front on contact.
So we'll see how that injury looks after he takes the kick. We'll know after this set shot, Aiden. So Hawkins will line up. He'll probably kick this from about 35-40, Aiden, by the time he finishes his approach. Yarra Glen really needs this goal just to settle the nerves a bit and could start a string of momentum. So Hawkins slowly begins his approach. Slow and steady. Kick made the umpire work, and it's just across the face again for a minor score. So Yarra Glen still yet to find that first goal on the board for the game. 4-4-28 to 0-3-3.
So battle with the kick-in duties for Junction. So they've had the territory this quarter. Yarra Glen just haven't had the conversion in front of goal yet. Hawkins had a couple of opportunities, but hasn't been able to take them. So we just wait for now a battle. So Yarra Glen pretty well set up. If they can force interception, they can get that repeat entry. He just goes short battle, and that's a pretty good kick in the end. That'll work out just fine. In fact, he's going to get it back as well. Can take off. Sends it to the broadcast wing, and it might be a free kick for downfield here, and it is, and that's disappointing because the intercept mark was taken by Grenfell, but it won't matter now. It's going to come back to Robertson, who hands it away. Oh, but a little couple of nervous moments there. But they can still go. Cooper Holmes just spilling it momentarily. Now there might be a chance of Yarra Glen. Wood sends an up and under one towards, I think it might be Gurney, but he's flying under the ball. Can't quite take the mark. They track it back now, do Junction. And then just a wobbling barrel to the middle of the ground. Wood, that's a good strong mark taken, and the Yarra Glen skipper wastes absolutely no time. Kick towards Hawkins.
Got it.
And the mark's been paid.
I thought he had first hands on it. He didn't have front position, but I believe he got first hands to it, Adam.
Yep. All right, now we'll back in the umpire. Hawkins, he's directly in front on this occasion, only about 25 metres out. He's missed a couple. He really needs to go back and kick this one. His team trials by 25 points at the moment, and he is the main man up forward. So I came across from Woori Alec last year and been Very handy inclusion into this Yarra Glen side has Josh Hawkins. A very slow, deliberate approach, and in fact a couple of stutter steps as well. And he comes, and he's got it. So much needed goal there for Yarra Glen. It's their first of the afternoon, and Josh Hawkins provides it. 1-3-9 the River Pigs trail Yarra Junction 4-4-28. We'll be going 11 minutes into quarter number 2.
Could that be the start of a string of momentum there, Aidan? They've probably dominated, I reckon, a lot of this quarter.
They've had all the territory turned. I think Yarra Junction have only had the one inside 50, so Yarra Glen's certainly doing the better job at the moment. They just need to get the scores on the board. So we just wait for the ball to come back into the middle of the ground now. So much better there from Hawkins. Conversion was very important, as we mentioned a couple of times this quarter, and eventually they get one through. And it'll be Derengowski and Armstrong in the ruck once again. And this should be locked up. I don't think this ball's going to go anywhere, and it's not. So it'll be take 2 in the centre.
Take 2, as Aidan just said. So a ball up here. 2 rucks to go at it. Ball's thrown up. Yarra Junction winning the tap for Armstrong. Tackled straight away, Yarra Glen. It's probably going to be another throw up. And yes, it is. Ball's thrown up. Blue Mink gets the fist down. Yarra Junction there. But Yarra Glen look to get through the clearance. And a strong tackle laid there. Really strong tackle laid by Gleeson. And the umpire gives the benefit of the doubt to the player with the ball in hand and says, I'll ball that one up. 2 rucks get ready to go. Yarra Glen probably got the better of that one, but trying to get a tap. But a strong tackle by Wood. Is it going to be a free kick? Yes, it is. Given for a high contact. Moving the ball here. And they get it inside forward 50, but it's going to be a turnover. Intercepting mark there as Yarra Glen look to get the rebound 50. As they bring it wide. Can it might be taken here? No, it can't. Really good pressure lay there by Rifle. But they look to retreat here, Yarra Glen, in the hands of Delaney. Delaney turns it over. Now, here comes Yarra Junction. They get a snapping kick to about 60 from home. Can it might be taken? No. Spoiled down. But here comes Singh. Runs off halfback. Gets the handball moving forward. Great smother there. Rifle tacks the ball hard. Can't quite pick it up. Did he have the ball? Umpire says no, he didn't. And it's going to come back for Yarra Junction. And his kick moving forward, inside forward 50. Can it might be taken? No, it can't. Almost there for ball. And here they go. Yarra Junction handball. Moving it forward. Can they get the clearing kick? No, not quite. And Yarra Glen are out of trouble.
So they go to the outer side of the ground. Hawkins just overran it slightly. Didn't really get a great bounce though either, it has to be said. Spalding comes up to meet it. But plenty of Yarra Glen players track back as well. Now beautifully intercepted there by Diego. Handballs backwards and they can now go forwards. And that's a really good kick on that occasion to Fowlis, who chips it out wide. That's a really good one as well to Corey Rifle, who can get it under his wing. He can run, send it inside forward 50. It's not a bad kick. Does it work out? It's just going to fall short and might trickle out of play. Yes, it does. So it will be thrown back in. About 40 metres out from goal for Yarra Junction, who've done that pretty well. Just to get the ball back down there under the ground. They haven't really had much territory this quarter. So this could be an opportunity for them. It would be a real stinger for Yarra Glen if they were to concede one here after having so much dominance so far. But Wood gets the handball away. He'll track down his own handball. A little soccer and then a little knee. And eventually, once again, back over the boundary line. It will be thrown back in. So just gaining a couple of metres there. It wasn't Wood, sorry. In fact, that was Seth McDonald for Yarra Glen. Got the long sleeves on, which is fair enough. It is very cold out there today.
Oh, it's bloody fresh, Aidan. That's all I'm going to say. Bloody fresh.
Yeah, exactly right. So it comes back in once again. I think Derengowski just had the better of that tap. Could have been high contact. Umpire calls him to go. Can Wood get under his control? That's got to be holding the man. Yes, it is. Umpire right there, and he's not going to miss that one. So Wood just chips it in short, but he's turned it over, and Spalding, that's a really nice pick up at ground level there by the big man. Handball comes back to Fowlis. He gets it away to Holmes, chips it back in, and here is Spalding, who probably could have played on, but maybe the smart decision because one of the Yarra Glen players just coming in from the side. So Spalding loads up on the right boot, long kick inside forward 50. Mackenzie Bale is there, but he couldn't quite take the mark. Bishop just overrun it slightly. Here we go, Gleeson, check side onto the right boot into the pocket. Still comes to ground level. It's anyone's ball here. Going in there once again is Gleeson. Can he get the handball away? No, he can't. He's been constrained.
Mackenzie Bale, is that down?
Yeah,
holding
yes, it is.
Holding his knee?
Yep, he looks pretty sore too, Trent. But maybe just another stinger. We thought Hawkins was in all sorts of trouble and then he was fine. So anyway, It is a free kick to Yarra Glen. They chip it out to the pocket, and that'll work out okay in the end to Depina.
Kenzie Bale come from the ground, Aiden.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's an interesting one.
Jogging off, but a little bit of a limp.
Yep. And then another kick in the end finds Kikadopoulos, who finds himself at half-back. Searches down the ground. That's not a bad option on this occasion, looking for Surplus, but plenty of players come up to meet the ball. Oh, gee, how's the hip and shoulder there from Spalding? And Surplus in all sorts of pain. That was a heavy hit. Up and under ball. Big fly coming in from the back there on that occasion from, I think it was Robertson once again.
Now, Aiden, how's that play on?
Yeah, it's an interesting one, Trent. Under the new rules, you would think that was probably because I think Spalding overran the ball.
No, he definitely did.
Yeah. So, yeah, probably should have been. And Surplus, he's in all sorts of pain. I reckon he's been collected in the head there too. The umpires might have to
straight around the jaw and the head, it was.
Ooh, yeah. And I reckon our cameraman, Michael here, has got that one as well. So he could be in a bit of trouble, Spalding, but we will find out about that later on in the week.
He's holding the jaw, Aiden.
Yep.
So the ball's in forward 50. He's going to get a free kick, and it's going to go to Blue Mink now. And it's going to get a 25-metre penalty also. So this will bring him into range. He should be able to kick this. And Aaron, if any Bulldogs fans, Aaron Norton's day is done after suffering a concussion, so he'll go concussion protocols as well. As Blue Mink now will line up, kick this from about 10 to 15 metres out. Should be a certainty. And as I say that, he has put it across the face, Aiden. He's put it across the face. He just wound it up. I think he got a bit excited there, Aiden, the ruckman. Thought he was going to kick a goal.
Was that Armstrong, was it, Trent?
Blue Mink.
Blue Mink, in fact, yep.
So kick now, down the wing. Can they get a retreat here, Yarra Junction? They've probably had a lot of the play in the last 5 minutes now, going hard and picking it up there. Now they get the kick moving forward. Can they get a clean one here? Diego's there. The ball's a bit scrappy around the pad. There's a free kick going the way of Yarra Glen. As they'll look to get the rebound 50 now. They just need to regain some of the possession here, and they probably lost in the last 5 minutes. The ball here going to come back to Sullivan, I think. In fact, it's going to come back to Barden. Gives the handball out to the running player. And then there's a kick long down the wing to no one in particular, making his teammates work for it. They do. They've got the run here. Kick inside forward 50, but it's going to be intercepted there by Spalding. He's played pretty well, Aiden. Brings a short kick inboard. It's going to work to Diego. Brings it wide. Here they go. They go for a little run here. Have a couple of short ones on, up to go for the long one. Marks is there. Flying high there was Daigle. But it's going to be in the back, going the way of Yarra Glen. A bit again going off behind the ball, Aiden. It's going to come back to Marks. As the ball look to be brought back to him, he's at about half forward. He'll look to he brings the ball inboard surprisingly, and he's just turned it over, Aiden.
Yeah, it's a disappointing result. So it was a good intercept mark on that occasion there. I think it might have been by Paul, who can send it to the other side of the ground. And then another chip kick backwards. So just a slow build kick comes inboard now to Holmes, who's got a couple of options out wide. He's got Ralph as one of those, but he goes even further back. It was an interesting one. Just worked out for Fennell. Long kick down the line. Oh, gee. Just going over the head there. I think Armstrong, is it? No, it's not. Hoffman, it might have. Hoffman it is, in fact, who it went over the top of. So it comes to ground level. Wood got the handball away. Wasn't the best one, but it will work in the end to Chamberlain, who goes further afield. Oh, good mark taken. And once again, Spalding, who's a little bit sore, but he gets up eventually. So Luke Spalding,
been one of the better players so far,
yeah,
Aiden.
He's been very good.
He's gone down again. Yeah, he's definitely in some pain.
So he goes all the way back on that occasion to Diego, who runs to about half back and then goes to Holmes. The kick just not going too far. Holmes trying to. Oh, he has won the 25-metre penalty, in fact, so that's a very interesting one.
He's quick off, isn't he?
Yeah, no, he was. He was wasting absolutely no time at all. Trent chips it out sideways, so that kick should work out fine. Looks like it's back in the hands of Diego, who again just chips it in short, and that'll work out just fine. And it will be a shot at goal as well, indicating towards the goal. So pretty big kick here, probably about 50 metres at least, maybe 55 even. So about to tick into 21 minutes here into quarter number 2. So this to get it back out to 26 points, the margin for Yarra Junction. Which would really undo a lot of the hard work that Yarra Glen have done this quarter. Long kick, distance is not a problem. And it's home. What a goal. From long range, Junction back out to a 26-point margin.
Jury, I think that was.
Yeah, I think you're right, Trent. Horry Jury from a long range. He just struck that sweetly, Trent. It never looked like missing. It was always on line. And he's nailed it from downtown. So 5-5-35 Yarra Junction now leading Yarra Glen 1-3-9. And a bit disappointing that, Trent. I thought I think we both agreed Yarra Glen probably had the territory and the dominance this quarter, but the margin right back to where it was at quarter time.
Yarra Junction's probably wheeled that back in their favour, I reckon, in the last 5 to 6 minutes.
No, they certainly have, Trent.
So ball's come back into the middle now to restart play. Ball's thrown up. Booming gets the tap down. There's a tackle laid straight away. Ball's somehow managed to get out there, surprisingly. As here they go, they get a few handballs, Yarra Glen. Want to get one probably before the end of the half, but they've turned it over, and it's in the hands there of Gleeson. Gets to keep moving inside forward 50. Can it might be taken? No, it can't. Can it get out the back? Yarra Junction will love to get another one on the board to settle themselves in going into the end of the half. Snap towards goal is on its way. It looks good. It's pretty good, and it's through.
It's McComb as well.
Back on the ground, McComb makes an impact straight away, Aiden.
2 goals, 3 years, and that's very important for Yarra Junction. He's found the radar on this occasion, and 32 points, new biggest lead of the game for Yarra Junction. 6-5-41 they are now. Currently leading Yarra Glen at 1-3-9. 22 and a half minutes gone into the second quarter, and Yarra Glen certainly in a bit of trouble now. So you wait for the ball to come back in the middle, and there it is. So Darren Gowski quickly getting back into that rock contest, and once again Armstrong to take it for Junction.
See the ball back in the middle now. Yarra Junction would love this position going into the half time. Ball's thrown up. Armstrong probably got the better of that tap. Tackle's laid straight away, so they're going to reset and have for another ball up. Ball's thrown up. Armstrong again wins the tap. No clear clearance. It's going to be a free kick. It's going to go the way of Yarra Junction. They're going to look to put it back in for another quick opportunity through Bishop. Bishop now short kick to an outnumbers. Marks is there for Yarra Glen. Can he pick it up cleanly? Yes, he can, and barges his way through, but he's going to be pinned for holding the ball. Could be 25-metre penalty, but the umpire's going to let it go. It's in the hands here of Gleeson. Gleeson wastes no time. Gets the ball moving forward. Inside 450. McComb!
Oh, that's got to be 25.
And 25, and yes it is. So this will be a certainty for his third.
Why would you do that, Trent?
Straight on the ground, straight away makes an impact.
Yep.
And there's his third.
Yeah, gee.
Jeez, he's making a presence. Obviously spent that 15 minutes off the ground too, Aiden, and he's come on and picked up where he left off.
No, he's certainly making up for those 15 minutes lost, but he was a bit off the radar, Trent. I mean, if I were Yarra Glen, I would have wanted him to take that shot from a little bit further out, but now you've just made it much easier for him. He's right into the goal square, and yeah, it's disappointing for Yarra Glen. 38 points the margin now, 7-5-47 at Junction. And Yarra Glen, very disappointing for them. They've conceded 3 goals in red time. As we wait for the ball to come back into the middle of the ground, he absolutely sent it into the stratosphere, did Lee McComb. So Darren Gowski once again in the ruck, and so too is Armstrong. So maybe still time enough for one more goal. 24 minutes have gone. There can't be too long left, but Yarra Glen would certainly like to try and find one here. Cut the margin back a little bit. It's 38 points now. So up it goes. Armstrong just smashes it forward.
Couldn't get another one, could they, Aiden?
No, you'd like to think not, but Darren Gowski, he just gets an up and under ball away, and he finds a target as well. It's a pretty good kick in the end. So they can continue to build here. Yarra Glen kick heads towards the forward 50, but no mark can be taken. It trickles over the boundary line. It'll be thrown back in. So into 25 minutes now, into quarter number 2. Yarra Glen's end of the ground. Darren Gowski and Armstrong once again to do the ruck battle. About 55 out from goal here for the River Pigs. Hawkins back in the goal square. He's in at 2-1 though. Spalding's got him covered as well. As I think Harry Ralph. Oh, it's not Ralph, sorry, in fact. Jared Kettle it is. So it's going to be a tricky one for him if the ball does come long. Armstrong just probably timed the tap a little bit early. And now Junction might be away here. They get the handball over the top. If they can get a kick clear here, they're out as well. They've got numbers back. A couple of one-on-ones, that is, anyway. Although it does look like Yarra Glen do have the looser surplus back on the ground, Trent, after that heavy hit before, so that's good to see at least. And he looks like the loose man in defence at the moment. So I think Yarra Glen are happy just to try and shut up shop for this second quarter. But not a lot of time left. Plenty of players around the ball at the moment. It's not really coming out. And holding the ball is paid, so it must have been dragged in. And the umpire spotted it. Won't matter though, because that will conclude the first half of football in the match of the round. Round 12 going down to the Bombers. 13-14.
Skip over that.
In the second half here. And both rucks going up here. Surplus in the ruck on this occasion here for Yarra Glen. Triggles out and then a long kick to about half forward. This is going to be an interesting one, but that's a good strong mark taken there by Spalding. And that's what he does really well. Reads the play and reloads him as well. So short kick is a good one to Holmes. Holmes just chips it all the way across. That's not a bad kick there to Fennell, who now just goes back inboard. And again, that's not a bad little one there to De Jager, I think it is, who again just chips it short. So a slow, methodical build here to Fowlis, and he'll take off. Long kick to about half forward. Not a great one, though, to a 2-on-1. There's a free kick for downfield, and the discipline again from Yarra Glen letting him down. Mackenzie Bale wastes no time, and the mark is taken by McComb. And, gee, that is just not the start that Yarra Glen needed.
You're lining up for goal number 4 now. He's already had 6 shots on goal, Hayden. Going for his 7th shot.
Right, he is 3-3 at the moment. Incredibly disappointing that. They were about to force the turnover too, Trent. That's the second time that's happened. So in he comes, Lee McComb. 20 metres out, directly in front, and he puts it away. 8 goals now for Yarra Junction. 8-5-53 they are, leading Yarra Glen 1-3-9. And we've been going 1 and a little bit minutes into the third quarter. Not the start that the River Pigs needed.
No, definitely not. So McComb puts for his 4th goal there for the day as well. Lively presence, as we mentioned, down forward so far today, Aiden.
And that's with missing 15 minutes of play as well, Trent, with that yellow card late in the first quarter. So certainly having an impact. So wait for the ball to come back into the middle of the ground. So changing up again on the ruck. Looks like, is that Brereton who's... no, it'll be Surplus again. Brereton just kind of... interesting sort of positioning there. But anyway, it's back in the middle once again. So Armstrong, who's done it all day for Junction, in there as well, as we wait for the ball to get thrown back up. So once again, Surplus going early, and he does win the tap on this occasion too. But once again, it's Junction getting the centre clearance, but it was beautifully cut off there by DePina. Wasted no time. Brereton taken in the tackle straight away and penalised. Umpire said you took him on, so it's going to come back.
Interesting call, that one, Aiden.
Yeah, not a lot of prior. Horry goes out wide, and that's not a bad one as well. So they can really build off this now, Yarra Junction. Another short little kick. Been a bit of a ploy for him so far. Yarra Junction not going too long. Maybe a bit of a swirl out there at the moment. Who knows? So umpire calls them to go. Inside forward, 50. No mark can be taken. It's Yarra Glen with the numbers out the back. And that's a pretty good kick, and that'll work out just fine for the moment. So they've got it in the back pocket here. Comes away to Wood, the captain. Up the line with that kick, and that's a good one as well. Currently into the hands of Sullivan, who runs into a bit of trouble. And they've really made a mess of this, have Yarra Glen. Gleeson sends it long. McComb in the area once again, and he's... oh, no, he dropped it at the last moment. He has a little kick towards goal that won't work out. Was that a high tackle there? No, umpire calls them to go, and eventually Yarra Glen come away here.
And they get the handball moving forward, and they look to pounce off half back. That they do, straight up the middle of the ground. Kingdom might be taken there. No, it wasn't paid. And the umpire's going to ball this one up. So Combe nearly had a shot at his 5th there, Aiden. Had a couple of shots at it too. Couple of grabs and tried to go for a kick in the air. Ball's thrown up now. Tap run down there. Yarra Junction. Again dominating a lot of the midfield dominance. It's the umpire going to say here he's going to blow his whistle and ask for the ball back as he throws it up. It's a ball in the middle. Ready to be balled up here. And that it is, and they've locked it down. Here go Yarra Glen though. Can they have a chance to get the ball moving forward? Now they have it in chance here. Is that a high contact free kick? Yes it is. So here they have a chance here now. Yarra Glen can go in there. Kickadopolis has it in hands. He moves it forward now. Get to a target. Can it might be taken? No, it's just spilled. And they can retreat here to the player who's running off the bench. And he's sold. Turn around because the ball's coming here. Gleeson picks the ball up. Puts it inside forward. 50 Combe. No. Going back with the flight. Yarra Glen trying to get it moving here. But no, they Yarra Glen do well. Get it from half back, but it's turned over to Bell. He gets it moving forward. Handball back to Diego, and he retreats and does this well to Jury, who we know has a big long boot. Plays on, kick towards goal. Looks pretty good. Oh, it's hit the post.
Oh, gee, how about that, Trent?
Oh, everything was happening there, Aiden.
That was a very interesting one. It was a mystery number 20. I don't actually have one for Yarra Glen, but he had absolutely no idea that the ball was coming straight to him. As you said, so it's 8:6:54 now for Yarra Junction. And it's absolute chaos as Yarra Glen move the ball to the other side of the ground. Chip kick to half forward, dangerously, but it's in the hands of Mead. He's usually a pretty good user, and he should be able to put him inside forward 50. So McComb's in the goal square. But no, Mead just decides to just go back for the time being. Diego's got it at the moment. Just assesses the options. He's just happy just to take his time, Diego. Now he loads up, chip into about half forward. Fist came in there from Richard Gurney. And now Yarra Glen do win it back. Little chip kick towards the middle of the ground's a good one. And currently in the hands of Capuno. And again, just another little chip. This is a good little build-up here. Hawkins, who's come up the ground, loads up on that right boot. It's a low trajectory ball, and he's turned it over, but it wasn't taken cleanly. But now it is under the control. Well, once again, a Diego goes to the outer side of the ground. What can they do? Calling for a couple of options. Comes inboard. And once again, Diego has had plenty of it in this third quarter so far. And again, just retreats backwards for the moment. Looks like Horry Jury once again. So really just taking their time at the moment. Yarra Junction, they're really in no rush. So Jury just goes out wide once again. And then it comes inboard to Armstrong. So Armstrong, again, just with a little chip kick to Spalding, who's come up the ground. He could have a ping at goal here. He's a long kick. He's going to set it up, though. Can someone take a mark? No, they can't. It comes to ground level. Are the Crummers there for Yarra Junction? Wood did well, got it away to Depina just in time. And now Yarra Glen on the counter-attack, but that kick is cut off. It's going to come back the other way. Chip inboard is dangerous, but it's going to work out. Holmes did really well. The kick wasn't great, but he made it work. He's got Fennell on his own out wide, but he won't go for him. A kick and a half from home at the moment. Yarra Junction. Holmes loads up, sends him inside forward 50, looking for Bale, who's got it. He chips it into the pocket, and no mark can be taken once again. Comes to ground level. They're under siege at the moment, Yarra Glen. Can they get the ball out of there once again? Plenty of players tracking it back to Pena. Can he get the handball away? He does just in time, but it's still an absolute chaos ball at the moment. Who can win it cleanly? No one still at the moment. It bobbles along the ground. Here's an opportunity for Junction. Bishop, kick towards goal. To the top of the square. McComb, open goal. Bang, is it a free kick?
It's gone against him, I think.
No, it's a goal.
All clear.
It won't matter. McComb has got it.
So maybe there was definitely a whistle. Maybe the free kick was come back to him.
Yeah, I think you're right, Trevor, but it won't matter. The advantage is paid. It's a 51-point margin.
He's completed one hand of goals, Aiden. Kick 5.
He has. He's got 5.
5 of the 9 too.
Yep, that's it. 8 scoring shots for the day, 5-3 years.
Imagine if he didn't go off.
Exactly what I was
We could be more talking about he's completed the 2 hands, going towards the 10.
That's what I was about to say, Trent. He missed 15 minutes of play as well, and he's still got 5 goals. So what a performance by McComb. We just wait for the ball to come back in the middle because he sent it off nearly into Hillsville just about. And McComb, he just absolutely launched that one. So we just wait. It's back on the ground now. There we go. So Surplus are doing a lot of the ruck duties this quarter. So Darren Gowski's been given the flick by Yarra Glen, a little bit stiff up against Armstrong, but does go back to the middle. And let's see what Yarra Glen have got here.
Yeah, there's 2 rucks to go out of here, blooming for Yarra Junction. Ball's thrown up now. Blooming probably got the better of that tap, but Pritchard Smith doing really well, as you mentioned there, Aiden. Umpire blows whistle. It's going to be a free kick. Here come Yarra Glen now. So not only is he doing well on the ruck, he's actually getting his hands on the ball a little bit too. If he gets to keep moving forward, inside forward 50, can this work out all right? No, but it's intercepted there by Spalding. He turns around, plays on, kicks it down the wind, sees something he's liking to Jaeger, just gone over his head, and here come Yarra Glen on the back. Unfortunately, we just missed the kick. As the ball now from 55 from Yarra Glen's home. Now it's inside their forward 50. Can they make something of this? They really need to get a couple of goals here. And it's probably going to go over the boundary line, and that it does. It's going to be a ball throw back in. Boundary throw in. So the boundary umpire makes their way around now. It's Armstrong going in the ruck for Yarra Junction. Up against Suplease. Ball Getting ready to be thrown back in, and up in the air it is now. Armstrong makes his way to the front, then taps it towards the boundary, and that's probably going to go back over the boundary line, and we're going to do that all over again.
Yep.
So the umpire runs around and regather the ball so we can redo this all over again. They're like, give me a spell, but no, had to go for the boundary line, Aiden. The ball thrown, getting ready to be thrown back in now. Armstrong surplus now, getting ready. Ball's thrown up. Surplus gets his way to the front position now and grabs it out of the ruck and gets a clearing kick moving forward, but not as far as Yarra Glen. But here they go. Kick towards goal. I believe it's gone out in the full, and that it has. So no score. So Yarra Junction can have a bit of a breathe and just probably gain possession as they've done in this second half a lot. Just hung on to the ball and chipped it around a bit more.
Yep. Using
their foot skills, which they probably have a bit over the top of Yarra Glen, what we've seen today, Aiden.
No, certainly right, Trent. So this is going to be an interesting one as we wait for... It's Spalding once again, who's brought his own footy today, just about, Trent.
Yeah, he has really down that half-back line, intercepting everything.
Yep. So Spalding handballs this time to Mead, who just lofts it. It's an up and under ball. It's going to be a tough one. Oh, it's a big fly from the back here. That occasion there by Sullivan, but he just timed it a little bit too early. They go inside forward 50. Hawkins attacked it nicely, but he couldn't bring it down. And now he's dragged it back in. He could be in a little bit of trouble, but umpire gives him the benefit of the doubt. So it will be a stoppage. Inside forward 50 there for Yarra Glen. So they've got a little opportunity here. So surplus to go back up in the ruck, up against Blumick this time. And he just got the better of that one. So here's to Pena. Was he taken high? Umpire calls him to go. And now Junction are away. Diego's got ball in hand at the moment. Goes out wide with a handball. Just getting away. They're doing really well. Was Fennell onto the right boot. Kick down the ground's not a bad looking one. It spills over the back. Here's Mackenzie Bale. Kick inboard is cut off. Kai Hawkins right there, and he takes the intercept mark. And once again just goes down the line as he turned it over. Horry Jury flew up. He just couldn't quite get to the mark. Now it tracks back anyone's ball here, and there's a free kick, and it's going to go the way of Junction. So disappointing result for Yarra Glen once again. Disciplines has been a bit of a problem for him today. That's a dangerous one though, but Diego did well. Got up at the right time. He wastes no time. Wheels and goes. Sends it further afield for Junction. They're building nicely at the moment. I just don't have the numbers back at the moment, so they're just once again going to take their time. And then another little chip kick down the line. Works out just fine to Holmes. Holmes tracks back. Oh, he tried to sell the candy, but it wasn't bought. He handballs back to Mead, and this is a problem.
Geez.
And dumb it's a sling tackle, so just a mis-execution there. Disappointing again for Yarra Glen.
Could be on again a bit here, Aiden.
Yes, it is. Horry Drew didn't like the treatment. And there's a couple more players coming in, so we've seen this a couple of times today. Horry Drew was not... And there's a yellow card. Here we go. Is it? No.
No, it's just the whistle, Aiden. It's a fluoro whistle.
Bloody hell. It's absolutely got me. So
wait, there it is now. There is a yellow card now, Aiden.
Oh, there we go.
The other umpire's given it, though, so... You were half right. Just the wrong umpire. But it's Horry Drury who's coming off.
There we go. Is it?
Horry Drury,
yeah. Interesting. So the retaliation from Jury must have...
flying the flag, and that's what's been the story of the day so far. Yeah, you retaliate, fly the flag, and then it's giving out yellow cards.
Well, that was the same for McComb, wasn't it? So, yeah. Well, again, if Horry Drury's come off, again, does that mean we're going to have a reversal? Because it was Junction's free kick, so... Mass confusion here again at Yarra Glen.
Yeah, I don't know how it couldn't be their free kick if you send him off.
And it's a 25...
So I'm even more confused now, Ed.
Yeah, so now it's a 25-metre penalty for Yarra Junction, which might just about bring them within range. So this is very interesting what's going on here at the moment. So anyway, long kick to the top of the square, into the pocket. McComb has got it. He's ripping this game apart at the moment. Now we'll see what he's got here, Trent. Is he going to go the check side on the right? Does he run around onto the left? He's 5 goals straight at the moment. He'll definitely... No, he unselfishly chips it back in, and that's a pretty good kick in the end to the skipper in Mead. So he'll just track back. He's got a kick of about 45 metres required. This to make it 57 points. So no score yet in the quarter for Yarra Glen. Already 2 goals and a behind for Yarra Junction, who've certainly had the ascendancy today. In he comes. Pretty decent kick required here. Distance not a problem, but it's well and truly offline. So a behind for the Junction skipper. Couldn't quite finish off on that occasion. So 9-7-61 currently leads Yarra Glen 139. We've been going 14 minutes into quarter number 3.
As the ball's to be brought back into play here. That it is, and they've got on the rebound. Inside 450 and Marby tail. Bale flies, but there's a mark taken in the middle of the pack. It's going to go to Bloomink. Strong mark taken. Yep. Lost it in the pack there, Aiden, but he's done well to mark that. He'll kick this from about 40 out. He looks like he's backing himself in too, directly in front. So we'll see if they can get the quick response from the turnover. Bloomink gets on a bit of an R kick, makes the umpire work. It's not even going to make the distance. It's going to be knocked over the boundary line. Knocked over the points for a behind. So 9-8-62 Yarra Junction now move to Yarra Glen 139. As Yarra Glen look to bring it back in again this time, hopefully not coming back in as quick as it did last time as they do that, but it could be another turnover here. But Mark attacks the ball and makes the contest hard, picking it up. Now here come Yarra Junction, back inside 450, get a Marby tag, and McCone makes the contest. There's a free kick given the way of Yarra Glen, I think. Yes, it's going the way of Yarra Glen. It's going to come back into the hands of Chamberlain. They present an option, and he opts for the short kick. As it made it? Yes, it has. Got it to Barden. Barden assesses his options and decides to just go high down the line. But guess who's there? Spalding, as he's done all day, intercepting. It's a nice strong mark there. Just sets himself up well, doesn't he, Aiden?
He does. Those hands are just like a vice as well, Trent. They don't come out.
Spalding puts it down to Bale. Can he hold the mark? Goes in for the second effort, did well. But they get the kick moving forward, Yarra Glen. But here they go now. Ball at the bottom of the pack. No one can get the ball out cleanly. Another player's down. Bale, he's gone down twice. Now he's a bit sore. Probably just wind taken out of him, I reckon, Aiden.
Yep.
But it's going to be a free kick going the way of Yarra Junction to Diego.
Yep.
He gets the ball short. Looking for Bloomink. He does, but just falls short of Bloomink. And the ball's going to come back to Diego. Tunnel balls his way through him. But here they go. They get the ball moving forward. Yarra Glen. Handball at the top. They got players here. Josh Hawkins runs in, strolls in. Can he kick the goal? Yes, he just sneaks it into Josh Hawkins.
Gee.
Just only manages to sneak it in. Jeez. Had us on the edge of our seats there, Aiden.
Yeah, that is...
it's his second as well.
It is his second goal. He's kicked the 2 goals so far, and he's just narrowly snuck that in, Josh Hawkins.
It's ball moved its way. As how many minutes have we got now, Aiden? Sorry.
We've got 17 minutes into the third quarter, Trent.
As the ball's made its way, it's back to the middle now, but geez, didn't he make the umpire work there?
Oh, he did. He's only 15 metres out, Trent, and that ball just drifted away from that left goal post. So a couple of nervous moments there, but they needed that one, Yarra Glen. There's still maybe a little bit of time, but they need to get a couple of quick ones. We're about to tick into red time here. So the ball comes back into the middle. Surplus once again to go up into the ruck. And it looks like Bloomink to do the duties once again. So up they go. It's a good jump there as well. And here we go. They might be away here. Richard Gurney just busts through. Long kick. Can he find a set of hands? No, he can't. It comes to ground level. Spalding just couldn't quite control it. Now it comes away. That's a dangerous handball. It could work for Yarra Glen. Brereton pushed his man off it. Umpire calls him to go. That kick heading towards the boundary line. It just pitches in. That'll work out for Junction in the end. Another metre there to the right, and it would have been on the full, but a boundary throw, not a bad result because they didn't really have the numbers there, did the Eagles. But they can get back now. So boundary throw in. About 55 out from goal here for Yarra Glen. Bloomink won the tap. Tracking it back was Gleeson, but he just couldn't quite control it. Bishop gets down on hands and knees to try and win it out. And then once again trying to crash through there with Surplus, but just couldn't break free. So now we'll have another stoppage again. Similar distance from goal for Yarra Glen. Up it goes. Surplus did well. He's got a good little leap on him, Surplus, but there's a free kick for a throw. And it's going to come back to Bloomink. And he just chips it out to Fennell. He's put too much on the kick, though, and it's going to trickle over the boundary line, so another stoppage. So once again, Bloomink to do the ruck duties. He's taken over a bit from Armstrong in these last couple of minutes. Surplus once again, who's done it all in the third quarter here for Yarra Glen. So up it goes. It's Bloomink to the front, although Surplus got there late. Bloomink did win the tap, though. Surplus gets the handball away just in time to Weber. They can send it inside, forward 50. Here is Hawkins. I think he had a little attempt at goal there, but it was smothered and once again finds its way over the boundary line. And it will be thrown back into play.
He did definitely have a chance. It was smothered off the boot though, Aiden, so the ball's been thrown back into play now. Blooming front position and gets the tap down there, but they're not out of harm's way here. Snap towards goal. Ooh. That looks pretty good, Aiden! Oh my God! James Burden! Take a bow!
That's got to be one of the goals of the year for sure. The 0-0 from Yarra Glen. That is an incredible finish. Under pressure from the boundary line. He's just thrown it onto the right boot, got the wobble, and it fell through. That was what Hawkins was attempting to do moments ago, but Brereton said, mate, I'm much better at this. Very, very tough shot of goal. He's a fair way out too, Trent. At least about 40 metres from the angle. That is quite incredible.
Ball comes back to the middle of the ground. So they look to bring it back in now.
Looks like they're setting up for a 100-metre sprint there at half forward for Yarra Junction, the way they're all hunched over.
Tap down there. The umpire blows his whistle straight away because it's not going anywhere. Ball's thrown up here. Tap down by Surplice. Wins in tap there. Done well this quarter in the ruck. Umpire a little bit in the way, unfortunately. But they make do with what they can. Tackle laid there. Can they get a handball out? No, they can't. Going in hard. Yarra Glen still fighting hard. There's a play down the middle of the ground there, Aiden. Keep an eye on that. He doesn't look like he's moving very well. As the ball is at the bottom of the pack. They might have to stop play here, Aiden.
Yeah, it is pretty close at the moment.
He looks... Yeah, no, he's concussed, Aiden.
Yeah, he's pretty dazed, isn't he, Trent? So, yeah, the umpire's noticed it. Oh, there's another... Is there another play down there in the contest over there as well? It is an absolute war zone here at Yarra Glen today.
Looks like holding the shoulder or the arm.
Yeah, we'll figure out in a moment. Oh, no, he's... Yeah. So we're just having a momentary stop in play here at Yarra Glen for those listening in.
Shoulder?
Through 99.1. We do have an injury out in the ground. I think we've got two injuries.
Definitely two.
So we get a couple of numbers here, but yeah, this doesn't look particularly good. I think we've got a shoulder for Yarra Junction and potentially a concussion here for Yarra Glen. Is that Richard Gurney maybe for the River Pig? So yeah, we are going to be stopped probably for a couple of minutes. So certainly not what you like to see. As yeah, we do have a couple of injuries here. We'll go through a couple of scores around the ground while we've got the opportunity, because we are probably going to be stopped for a few moments here at Yarra Glen. We go to Premier Division, first of all, round the grounds. Emerald 9.660, currently trail of Lindaferny Creek 9.10.64. Woorielek 3.8.26, trail officer 5.8.38. Jembra Cockatoo 6.5.41, lead Berwick Springs 5.7.37. Pakenham 139, trail Anari Warren 6.4.40, Mount Evelyn 8.4.52, trail Awandon 9.4.58, Monbulk 10.7.67, leading up way to Tacoma 4.25. So what an upset that could be. Trent, have you got Division 1 for me?
Yes, I do. If I just go back over Division 1, that's the old scores. Belgrade 4.4.28, trail Seville 10.7.67. Warburton Millgrove 139, trail Hillsville 79.51, Powertown 4.3.27, trail Alexandra 10.8.68.
There we go. So there are scores from around the ground. So it's Cooper Fowlis from Yarra Junction, who I think he's done a shoulder there, and I think it was Richard Gurney from Yarra Glen who came up pretty sore. So it's down to Yarra Glen. I know Yarra Junction's into the ground. Sorry, Surplus goes up with the ruck once again. Plenty of numbers around the ball at the moment. This is going to be a tricky one. Who can win it out first? Trying to bust their way through our Yarra Glen. Oh, here we go. Kick towards goal. Is wobbling. Oh, no mark can be taken. It just comes to ground level. They've got the numbers here. Yarra Glen, a little soccer across the ground. Heads towards the boundary line and trickles its way over. Holmes can't get there in time. And it will be thrown back in. So 23 and a half minutes gone into the third quarter. Couple of injuries there. We don't know if either player's going to come back onto the ground. Both looked pretty sore. So we'll wait for a boundary throw in. Blooming up at the ruck once again up against Surplus. Up it goes. Blooming just wins it. Dan did that well to Fennell, but he couldn't take it cleanly. Now tracking it back is Bishop, who gets around a couple, did that really well. Then onto the left boot and called for running too far. There we go. So it's going to come back for Yarra Glen.
Interesting call, Aiden.
Yeah, didn't. Yeah, it must have been just all the sideways stepping. So Kikadopoulos. Yeah. Chips it in short to DePina, but good mark taken there by Holmes. Little diving slips catch. So Holmes.
Bit of smudge about that.
Yeah, no, it was Trent. Very much like Steve Smith. Up it goes, comes to ground level. Oh, gee, just couldn't quite get it there on that occasion. Looked like Robertson. And it comes to ground level. We will have another stoppage. So once again, Armstrong back in the ruck up against Surplus. Surplus doing really well. De Jager gets an interesting handball. And up and under ball there off the boot of Dargy. He's out on the full. So it will be a free kick for Yarra Glen, and they've got another opportunity to press the other way.
So they re-gave the ball from the car park here, Aiden. Delivery not too great off the boot. Umpire boys whistle to continue play. How many minutes have we gone there? Sorry, Aiden.
We've gone 25 minutes into quarter number 3, Trent.
Kick looking for marks. Unfortunately, unable to hold the mark. They get to keep moving forward here to Yarra Junction. Robson chases hard. Can he get it? They get around it. Can the handball get out to Robson? He chases in. He's already got 2. Started this game off really well, but Yarra Glen just managed to get the kick off the ground and retreat for the moment. And goes to the far side of the ground. How they getting out of this one? Done really well, actually. They get the ball moving off halfback. Short kick, just falling short. Has it gone out in the full? Yes, It has. So can Yarra Junction get just the one more goal before the end of the quarter? So they have the ball in hand now.
There'll be time as we lost a little bit of time to those injuries, so I'd definitely say we'll probably go 27, 28 minutes in this quarter.
So they do. Taking a while, and he's told to play on. Kick to the top of the 50. Can a mark be taken? No, it can't. Out of the hands of Yarra Glen player. Lacombe is there. Unable to grab it, but here Yarra Junction get a kick moving forward. There's a player going back with the flight. Gleason's there. Gleason picks it up. Can he get it clearly? No, he can't. Off the ground, Robertson! Behind.
Oh, touched.
Unfortunately, there for Yarra Junction and Robertson. Just go through for the minor scores. They move to 99-63. The play on is called. De Jager gets it. Short kick inboard, and he's done that well. Inboard to Dargle.
Dargy.
Dargy, sorry. Jeez, I've done well there to pick an L out of an I. But Dargy goes back to De Jager. De Jager, short again. That's Spalding, I think it is. He's made his way all the way up to half forward, and he goes, turn around, I'm going for a shot. Done all the work down to half back. Give me a chance for goal now. He'll probably just about drain the clock, I reckon, nearly, Aiden.
No,
it wouldn't be too far off.
27 minutes gone, so yeah, we'll be pretty close.
So Spalding has his deep breath in. Comes in. I am hanging outside the window, so I hope he can't hear me. As the ball comes in, Spalding, kick. It's probably just going to fall short on top of the goal square. Can Amar be taken? No, it can't. There's Crummers. High contact free kick going the way of Yarra Junction. And guess who it is, Aiden?
McComb.
McComb. Already got the 5. Here's for 6. And mind you, this would be 5 in a row for him.
Yep.
Obviously missing a lot early. Those 3 behind. But he's been a dead eye since then. McComb will kick this top of the goal square line. McComb. Straight in front. Kick there, and it's home. He's got 6, Aiden.
Yep. And you're right, Trent, ever since he was 1 goal 3, he's not missed since. So 10-9-69 now, R Junction. Currently leading Yarra Glen at 2-3-15. It does look like it's going to be the Eagles' day. It's an absolute mountain to climb now for the River Pigs. 54 points adrift and already 28 minutes gone into quarter number 3. So can't be too long left until we head into 3-quarter time. So done pretty well here in our First Nations round, have the Eagles. They haven't won since round 1 where they played Powelltown. They narrowly went down to the Demons a couple of weeks ago. So this will be pretty good for Yarra Junction if they can hang on from here. So the ball comes back into the middle and once again Surplus up against Armstrong. As the umpire throws it aloft. And Surplus, who's done really well since going into the ruck into the 3rd quarter, comes to ground level. They might win the centre clearance here. Battle got the handball away to Wood just in time. Now Kai Hawkins, long kick, inside forward 50. Looking for DePino. Hawkins through from the back. They might still be a chance to get out the back here. Delaney, up and under ball, trickles towards the boundary line and it goes over. So it'll be thrown back into the forward pocket here for Yarra Glen. 29 minutes now gone into the 3rd quarter. Fairly long one, it has to be said. So there we go, 30 seconds left, said the timekeeper's box. So up it goes. Armstrong to the front. Surplus just getting a little fist to it from the back. And a strong tackle late on that occasion on Dargy. So we wait once again, the ball will be thrown back up. Both ruckmen getting a little bit of hands on that one. And again, it's locked up and we will have another ball up. Here we go. Brereton gets the handball away. It's at ground level at the moment. Once again, at ground level there was Delaney. And again, it's just constrained. So Junction just wanting to run out the clock. They know there's not long left. I was playing a bit of a game of rugby union here in the last 20 seconds. So up it goes once again. Surplus getting the better of that tap and they're just happy to take it over. So Bishop, well, was professionally done there. Looked like he wanted a handball away and did it once he crossed the boundary line. So another boundary throw in. Doing well there again was Armstrong winning the tap. And again locked up for another stoppage. So this ball not going anywhere at the moment. So Surplus and Armstrong once again. Surplus just getting front position, getting the tap. It spills to ground level. The ball's come free a little bit here. And now there's a whistle for a free kick. That's going to go the way of Junction. I think that should just about conclude the third quarter here. Based on what the timekeepers have told us. No, he's pointed the wrong way, the umpire. So this will be a shot at goal for Surplus, in fact. So Caleb Surplus from after the three-quarter time siren. From about 45 metres, a similar kind of angle as well. Is to get the margin back to 48 points. Umpire pulls him back on his mark. So they're the two goals on the afternoon so far for Yarra Glen, both kicked by Hawkins. In comes Surplus now, and it's a wobbler, and it's not going to make the distance. And no score. So at three-quarter time in the match of the round here at Yarra Glen, the River Pigs 2-3-15 trail the Eagles 10-9-69. And there we go. Umpire holds the ball aloft and run away into the final quarter. And it's Bloomink who's back in the ruck as we've just something's hit the scoreboard here at the moment that we're in. It's Trent as he comes back into the box, causing all sorts of carnage. Here we go. There might be an opportunity. A long kick inside, forward 50, bounces over the head. And constrained right away. That's a good strong tackle laid. As we wait for the ball to be thrown back up here by the umpire. Up it goes. Slap towards a boundary line. Here's Kikadopoulos. Was he taken high? Yes, he was. So a free kick here for Yarra Glen to start off the last quarter. Only about 15 out from goal. So we'll see what Kikadopoulos does. It's a little bit of a tricky angle, this one. Not impossible, but certainly you see a lot more players these days running around on the right boot potentially, but every chance he'll just go back on the drop punt as well. So Kikadopoulos, distance not going to be the problem. He is going to probably go with a drop punt. So this for goal number 4 for Yarra Glen. To get the margin back to 42 points. Very slow, deliberate approach here as well by Kikadopoulos, and he's got it. Straight over the goal umpire's cap. So good start to the last quarter here by the River Pigs. 4-3-27. They now are trailing Yarra Glen at 10-9-69. Minute and a half gone into the final quarter.
It's a nice goal to get.
That's it. A good start there by Kikadopoulos. He presented well at the contest and he just got that bit of front on contact, so he'll be pretty happy with that. Goes back, kicks the first goal of the last, and they just peg the margin back a little bit now to the River Pigs, which I think is going to be the main thing for them in this last quarter. So the ball comes back into the middle, and once again Bloomink will go up against Surplus. We just wait for the umpire to throw it back up and get proceedings back underway. So both rucks go at it, and Surplus has done a really good job. Wood picked it up nicely at the ground level, got it away to Battle. Battle handballs inboard, a dangerous one, and overrunning on that occasion there was McDonald. So now Yarra Junction with an opportunity, but they just can't get the ball away at the moment. And now they can. Bloomink's kick was smothered though. So it's only on ball to be won at ground level. In goes Battle. Was he tripped? No, umpire calls him to go. Real tight tussle out there at the moment, just forward to centre for the Eagles. The umpire's blowing the whistle. And it's a free kick to the River Pigs. So their first chance to load up.
Yeah, Glen can go back inside their forward 50. They've got the free kick in the middle of the ground here. It's told to play on. Kick to the top of the 50. Can a mark be taken? Yes. No, it's actually spilled out of the hands. Can Yarra Glen get this ball moving forward? They're doing all they can to kick it off the ground, get it moving forward in any way they can. Bruin kicked a beautiful goal earlier, snaps it across his body, but it's gone out of bounds on the full. By the looks of it, and Yarra Junction... Well, actually, I think he's overrun the boundary line as he's kicked it, so it's going to be a ball in matter of fact.
That's what Leo used to tell us at this ground, Trent. You think you're in play because you're so far away from the fence, and then suddenly you realise you're about 10 metres out.
As the ball's thrown back in. Yarra Glen, here they go. Chance. Kick towards goal. It's going to go across the face. Kick it off. Kick, take it. Mark!
No.
I think the umpire blew his whistle to pay it, and then... It's going to be thrown back in.
Yeah.
Did you hear the whistle? I thought I did.
I think the umpire, the boundary umpire was right there. I think Ulbacker and just didn't quite have the control of the ball over the boundary line.
So but it's inside their forward 50. Promising signs. Ball's thrown back in. Tap down. Here they go. Ooh. Can they get a chance? Handball's out. Smothered. Hawkins there. He's tackled straight away. Is that holding the ball? No, the umpire says play on. The ball's chaotic around here. Yarra Glen doing the best they can. Yarra Junction just trying to hold on and get the clearing kick out. They do, but it doesn't go very far. Ball on the pack. Marks gets a whipping handball out, but Bowman gets the ball moving forward. And it's going to come to the boundary side now, right in front of us. Can the ball stay in play? Yes, it can. Robinson picks it up really well. Runs around, snaps it across his body. Can Amar be taken? No, it can't. Comes to Graham McDonald, goes without it. Yarra Glen, and he's tackled straight away. It's a really good tackle laid there by Fennell. And it's going to be a ball up just in front of us, in front of the Indigenous flag there too, Aiden. So the ball's coming in, the two rucks come at it, booming. Thrown up, wins the tap down, Yarra Junction get the clearing kick there. As the ball just goes in the air, Yarra Glen, again, centre back, Josh Hawkins is there, takes the mark, and pushes back off his mark. Has a look, then sees the middle of the ground, sees something he's like, so he brings it into the middle. It's a beautiful kick out. It's going to work out all right to the other Hawkins. Kai Hawkins has it now, plays on, puts it to about 20 from home. It might be taken. No, it can't. Just spills, but going in and get it. They run towards goal. Kick towards goal. No. Just across the face of goal there by Delaney. It's unfortunate for Yarra Glen there.
Yeah, they've had the better of this final quarter so far, a bit like they did in the second quarter.
Anyone would have thought I just haven't gone through puberty yet, Aiden. My voice just went. My voice just gone. You just got to take that. You've got to take it from me there because my voice just went halfway through that. It was really disappointing.
Good for all the listeners at home. Always good to have a bit of a chuckle.
I'll be getting some feedback on that later at home. I guarantee.
Steph Sinner as well. She absolutely loved that one. Up and under ball. Here we go. Yarra Glen got the numbers here. Was that a push? Yeah, it was. No, good decision by the umpire. So Surplus is going to get the free kick as Trent walks out of the building. He's not happy with himself at all. Surplus sends it long inside forward 50. He's getting a drink of water. That's the way, Trent. Recompose yourself, mate. You're still here. Here we go. It's going to be a tricky one to get out here at the moment. It's just absolute carnage out there. It's carnage in here. Dear, oh dear. So Justin Paul taking in the tackle on that occasion. So we wait for the umpire to throw the ball aloft. Blooming back in the ruck up against Surplus. Surplus, again, that really good leap of his. Surprised he wasn't in the ruck in the first half. Doing it pretty well at the moment. This is going to be a tough one to break out. And I reckon in comes the umpire. We'll go again. Another ball up. Just about 50 metres out from goal now for Yarra Glen, who've had a lot of the territory in this final quarter. Brereton got the handball away just in time. Oh, that's a good strong tackle laid on Delaney. Here we go. Kikadopoulos. Kick towards goal. Oh, it's just fallen short.
Still in play. Oh, no, it's just got over now.
Just taken over. What a finish that would have been. 4-5-29 they are now, Yarra Glen. So their first rush behind of the afternoon. Trailing by 40 points. So Mead with the kick-in duties, who's done it a couple of times today. And they've set up the wall pretty well, Yarra Glen. So they're not really in any rush, though, at the moment. Junction, 40-point leaders. A little chip kick up the line to Diego. Works out just fine. Who assesses the options down the ground, chips it in short again, and here is Holmes. So this is probably all they really need to do for this last quarter. They can just play it slow, tempo football. In no rush, here's Holmes. Just chips it down the line, probably to Yarra Glen's advantage. It spills through the hands. No one can take the mark. Gleeson got the handball away just in time. And a good strong tackle laid on Paul. It's holding the ball. It's going to go the way of the River Pigs. And the recipient there is Webber. And Webber inboard. It's a dangerous one again. Probably to Junction's advantage. Oh, but well done there by Marks. In a 2-on-1 situation, he wins out and he sends him inside forward 50. Mead couldn't hold the mark. It spilled to ground level. Now plenty of numbers coming in from both sides, and this is going to be locked up, and it will be a stoppage inside forward 50 on this occasion for Yarra Glen.
So they've got to be back inside forward 50, Yarra Glen, as they've done a couple times this quarter. They've probably dominated a lot of this quarter too. They've got their 1 goal already. As they get the ball here, snap across the body. Can this be another chance? No, intercepting that was Yarra Junction.
25.
And it's a 25 mil penalty for a late hit there as well.
The discipline from Yarra Glen today, Trent, it's been
on Cooper Holmes,
it's not helped.
Cooper Holmes, I believe that was the hit on. So he'll bring him to about, still in the defensive 50, but I think it's another 25 Aiden for back channeling the umpire.
Yeah,
so now this will bring him to about centre half back. Matter of fact, that's a long 25 Aiden.
Yeah, it is.
It's a very long. They brought it to the centre of the ground. So now kick moves forward to half forward. Can they get something out of this now, Yarra Junction? No, Yarra Glen get it. And they're on the counter-attack here. They can get the ball moving forward. They might do well here. Josh Hawkins flies.
Oh, no.
No mark can be taken. He spoils it. Goes back and gets it. But Mead gets the crumbs. Oh, a bit of fumble happening there. Is that holding the ball? Umpire says yes. So Yarra Glen have the chance now.
Rare fumble there from Spalding. Don't seem to do that too often.
So they have the chance now to go back in for the skipper. There's a ball that half forward, senses his options. He's told to play on and decides to come short, and he's turned it over to Gleeson, who's another one who's played pretty well for Yarra Junction, Aiden. Gleeson at half back. Has nothing to go to. He's told to play on, so he decides to just go put a high up and under ball into the middle of the ground. Get him up, be taken. Robson tries hard, unable to. Yarra Glen get on the counter attack. Josh Hawkins flies, unable to hold it at the bottom of the pack. They get a handball over the top. Can they get one from Yarra Glen? And more fumbles. Balls at the bottom of the pack. How's the umpire going to see this? It's going to be a ball up. So again, it's in Yarra Glen's forward 50, but it's just real scrappy footy in it, Aiden.
Yeah, they just can't really get a clean entry in there at the moment, can they, Trent?
So ball's thrown up now. 2 rucks to go at it. Mimic gets it. Boomer gets it moving forward. Snap towards goal. Looks all right. Spalding's there. Gets the punch moving forward. They get the tackle. That's a great tackle laid there. Follow-up work done. And Yarra Junction can breathe. There's great follow-up work done there by Jared Kettle.
So they come out of the defensive 50 to Junction. That's a good bit of vision as well. And the kick hitting the target of Dargy, but he goes in towards the middle of the ground. That's going to work out okay as well. So haven't really had the ball much down their half this quarter of Junction. But they still lead by 40 points. So not a massive concern. And Dargy spilled the mark. Do they keep it in? The boundary umpire lets them go. And now it's going to be a free kick to Yarra Glen, so they might be able to reload. Chris Beattie, the recipient. They've been a little bit quiet today. So assesses what's up ahead. A couple of leads offering, but doesn't really honour any of them. Goes to the one-on-one looking for Hawkins. And that's a good mark taken there. Once again, Spalding reading the play better than anyone else. Chips it across goal. That works out fine, and he's found Mead, who just chips it in short once again. And here is De Jager. So a couple of names have called plenty of times today. De Jager just happy to chip short once again. So they're already sort of playing the keepings off game, R Junction. 11 minutes into the final quarter. Spalding it is once again, who just chips it short. And there we go. That'll work out just fine as well to Paul, who kicks across goal. Who's found another option in Ralph. Ralph again, just looking for a short option. Although he looks to load up now. Bit of an up and under ball. And Gleeson to the front has got the mark. He did that well. Positioned himself nicely. So Gleeson just sends a long one to half forward. Here's McComb. He can't take the mark. Do they have numbers out the back? No, he's given away a free.
No, it's going to go to him.
Oh, no, there we go. So
line up for 7.
So it must have been a hole just before the push.
He's kicked 5 in a row, Aiden, so you'll be backing him in here.
Yeah, no, exactly right. He's 6'3". Oh, no, he's chipped it off, and it's going to work out okay to Robertson. So unselfish by the big man, but you would have thought he was within range, but good to see he's bringing other teammates into the game. But Robertson's already kicked 2 as well, so he had a pretty good start to the game.
Yeah, both of those goals coming in the first quarter.
Yep. So here's an opportunity for goal number 3, about 40 metres out directly in front. 12 minutes gone into the final quarter. This to get it back out to 46 points. So in comes Robertson. Already got 2 in the afternoon, and he's going to chip it off as well. And he's, oh no, just go back and kick the goal, son. What are you thinking? And it trickles over the boundary line. It's just too unselfish at the moment, Trent. Just trying to get everyone into the game. I mean, it's good to see, but, at the same time, someone's got to kick the goal eventually, so it'll be thrown back into play. So Armstrong up in the ruck, and it looks like Darren Gowski's going to go back up in this occasion for Yarra Glen, who did a lot in the first half. He gets to the front. He wins this one as well. Now, who's going to get the ball clear here? Yarra Glen trying desperately to get the ball out of there. Darren Gowski goes after it once again. Can he get under his control? Just slaps it backwards slightly. Oh, beautifully done there by Holmes. Handball inboard to Diego, and he's won himself a free kick for high contact. And they're not happy with the treatment. The umpire, I tell you what, Trent, is he going for the... And there's another yellow card. So Marks is going to have to come off. So that's the third yellow card we've seen today. Handballs away to Ralph. No. Umpire.
So I missed that, Aiden. What actually happened for the yellow card to happen?
Yeah, I didn't really see it either, Trent. It was a bit of a pack of players.
I heard the crowd go off. But...
Yeah, the crowd were not happy.
Oh, he's giving a birdie too.
Yeah, we certainly picked it up in the effects mic, and he's pretty dejected, his marks. I'd say that's probably his day done, Trent.
Yep.
18-minute quarters, 15 minutes for the yellow card, so you can't imagine that...
How many have we got gone so far?
Yeah, 13 minutes already, so it's hard to imagine he'll be coming back on. So Holmes chips it in, a little pitching wedge, and no one can take the mark. It comes to ground level. Away goes the handball. Plenty of numbers tracking it back. Who can get it under their control? Stewart was one of those players, and it comes away momentarily. The umpire calls for a ball up, so it's going to be a stoppage in the forward pocket here for Yarra Junction.
So Yarra Junction looking to get another goal on the board. Dominate the play today. This ball's thrown up. Tapped down by Surplus. Robertson on the boundary. Snap towards goal. Cross the face. Is there a marking opportunity here? Yes, there is, but it's for Yarra Glen. So they look to retreat now. They come up the middle of the ground, surprisingly. Holmes gets a spoil in there, but Bader does well, gets moving forward for Yarra Glen. Ball at the bottom of the pack here again. Scrubbing footy's back again, Aiden. Armstrong lays a strong tackle there. Geez, you love seeing when the ruckman gets in and lays a strong tackle.
Ooh.
Strong, Aiden. Be cold, mate.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, close game at Marvel Stadium. Trent's 4 points with 7 seconds to go.
Is that between North and Gold Coast? Who's up?
North are in front.
North's has led all day too. Josh Hawkins tucks it under his arm, goes for a run, takes 2 bounces, puts a kick inside forward, 50, but then turns it over to guess who? Spalding.
What a game he's played, Trent.
Yeah, he's been one of their better players. He gets it over to Kettle. Geez, we want to be boiling one of them later. It's bloody cold out here. But,
like that from you, Trent.
Oh, thank you, Aiden.
Leo would have absolutely loved it as well. He would have been all over it.
He's probably blowing one right now as we speak. So the ball moves over. Yarra Glen, they have a chance now. They get the ball in the rebound 50 to put it back inside forward 50. Another goal would be nice for them before the end of the play. Another couple would be even better. Kettle's there, our man. Couldn't quite get the spoil there though. They get the forward in the forward 50 and it might be taken. No, it's all spoiled. It's all plays around the ball. Another play down. He's up now. Diego. Jeez, hasn't he been prolific all day? Gets a handball moving out the back. And another tackle. Is this ball going to come out of the play? No. The umpire's letting it go. And he's going to say hold the ball. So Yarra Glen's got that hold the ball free kick here. Interesting call. Is that a 25-minute penalty? Don't know why it wouldn't be, Aiden, but he says play on.
Yep, so it's going to come back.
So they get to put it inside 450. Leading player, Josh Hawkins. Was he nudged under it? No. Umpire says play on. Goes back again, tries to get a kick. Super's out of the stoppage. Kick towards goal. It's going to be just knocked over for a minor score. So they've had the chances to get other goals in here, Yarra Glen, Aiden, but unable to capitalise on those opportunities.
Yeah, a bit like the second quarter. So it comes over the back. And now Junction might be away. They've got to get the handball clear first. And they do that just in time. And Spalding wanted the boundary line and he gets it. So he just found himself under a bit of pressure there, did Rifle. So it'll be a boundary throw-in forward to centre on this occasion for Yarra Glen. So Darren Gowski once again to go up in the ruck for Yarra Glen. Up against Armstrong. So Darren Gowski to the front. Gets a little tapper on it. It's going to be a recall. So we'll have another boundary throw-in. So once again, Darren Gowski and Armstrong. Side by side, Darren Gowski again with front position. Just gets the better of the tap. Brereton just couldn't take it cleanly. Darren Gowski gets a kick away, but he's put it out of bounds on the full, so it's going to come back for Junction. So Mead it is, just chips it back inboard slightly and finds Holmes. So really happy just to slow it down, Junction. Holmes loads up on that right boot. Looking for Armstrong, who can fly. It spills out the back. Oh, well done. Gleeson attacked it beautifully. Was he held? Umpire calls them to go. The bounce was fortuitous there for Junction. Chipping it back in there nicely. Looked like Robertson. Stays in play momentarily. The ball bouncing all over the place at the moment. Really not favouring either side. There was a Shane Ward leg spinner and then a Nathan Lyon off spinner, and it eventually finds its way over the boundary line. It'll be thrown back into play.
Waiting for the flipper to come out, Aiden.
Yeah, that's it. So another boundary throw in plenty of stoppages in this last quarter. So once again, Darren Gowski is sort of reclaimed the ruck duties in this last quarter. Armstrong to the front, wins the tap. It's a dangerous one inboard.
North Melbourne have hold on, Aiden.
Yeah, they have. So their second win of the season. You felt like they had another win in them, Trent. They'd gotten very close the last couple of weeks, but anyway, out comes the ball. Yarra Glen might be able to get over the back here, but once again, Junction just getting some numbers back here as well. Here is Spalding once again. Another possession and free kick, and where's this going to go? It's going to come back to Spalding. So now 19 minutes gone into this last quarter, so we've ticked into red time once again. Spalding thought about the short option to Diego, but then decided against it. Now he's just going to load up on that right boot. Bit of a wobbling ball, not the greatest kick, but Robertson makes it work. He takes the mark. Maybe just too far out to score as he got. No, he's going to back himself on this occasion. So he tried to pass it off last time, but it didn't work, so I think he's learned his lesson. So Robertson, 2 goals on the afternoon as mentioned, man on the mark right on that arc of about 45 or so metres. So in comes Robertson. Big opportunity for a third goal and to get that margin back out to 45 points. He's not going to have the trip. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, gee, couple of nervous moments there for Yarra Glen. It nearly got over everyone, but now they're at the back here. Hawkins got it all to do. He's got no one ahead, and he gets it over the boundary line. Yarra Junction won't deliver it. There's no way they're going to get it. Definitely under enough pressure there, Hawkins. He didn't really have any other option. So they'll take that, the River Pigs. So it'll be thrown back into play right in front of the Indigenous flag here at Yarra Glen. Right on centre wing, or maybe just forward of centre for Junction. We wait for the umpire to throw the ball back into play. So again, it's Armstrong and Darren Gowski. Darren Gowski once again with front position. He might have got even a bit of a hold, has he? Yes, he has.
No, he's got a high contact free kick when he pushed off, Aiden.
Oh. The free kick going to Hawkins. So Hawkins will just chip it short, and that'll work out just fine on that occasion to Sullivan, who goes to about centre forward looking for surplus, but Spalding is it? He got hands to it. Wood, kick towards goal. How's the bounce? Just offline. So the Yarra Glen captain just unable to finish off on that occasion. 4-7 they are now. 31 trailing Yarra Junction 10-6-9. Yet to score in this last quarter, Trent.
This ball's over the far side of the ground now. Can they get a goal in this quarter, Yarra Junction? To get the handball moving forward on the far wing. Burden picks it up. Can't get the quick handball out though. Yarra Glen. There's a free kick going the way of Yarra Junction to Diego. He's been dominant all day. He's had plenty of the ball. Matter of fact, in Diego's hands now. Over to Armstrong. Armstrong now brings it even wider, looking for me, but he's miskicked this kick. But it might work out all right. That it does, and they get the kick moving forward to Rifle. Oh. He unable to hold the mark, but he grabs it on the second effort, tucks it under his arm, but a diving tackle, gets a handball over to Gleeson. Gleeson comes back to Mead. Carefully over to Holmes, and he hangs on to that one. And he looks a bit sore. Yeah. Might be just a bit of cramp coming late into the game. Having minutes have we gone there, Aiden?
Oh, yeah. We've gone nearly 22 minutes, Trent. Yeah, he had a real wobble.
So Holmes is told to play on. Deep inside 450, the kick goes. Can a mark be taken? No, it can't. Gleeson's around the area. Lays a strong tackle on the boundary line. The umpire opts for the throw in. Good forward pressure there by Gleeson. So the ball's been brought back in now. Not long to go, probably no much more than 5 minutes left in this game. Yarra Junction being dominant. It's inside their forward 50. Ball's thrown in. Surplus gets the tap down. Can they get the clean clearance? They get the handball to the middle. Tackle laid. Just got the kick off in time, and a mark is taken there. by Chamberlain. Chamberlain, long kick down the middle, looking for a teammate. Can he get the mark? No, he can't, but they've got the kick through to Kai Hawkins. Gets the handball over to a running teammate. He's tackled straight away. The pressure from Yarra Junction has just been up all day, but it's going to be a free kick going the way of Yarra Glen. They get the handball, moving backwards. It's in the hands of Chamberlain again. Chamberlain, an up and under kick, long, deep inside the forward 50. It might be taken. Spalding flies, unable to hold it. Armstrong is there, gets a handball out, but what's happened? A whistle going for a throw. Yarra Glen will get a shot on goal here.
Yeah, good decision. It was a very
Josh Hawkins will take it too, by the looks of it. Yep, Josh Hawkins will line up for goal number 3 for the day. So he'll kick this 12 to 15 metres out. Should be no problem, directly straight in front. Although I did say that earlier, Aiden, and it was a behind. So Hawkins kicks there and straight through the middle, no problems at all. He kicks his 3rd for the day. And Yarra Glen's 5th.
Yeah, so all the scoring done by Yarra Glen in this last quarter. 2 goals, 4-16, and nothing yet for Yarra Junction. 24 minutes gone into the final quarter. They get it back to 32 points the margin to the River Pigs, but it's probably too little too late now. So been a pretty good performance here today by Yarra Junction. As I mentioned earlier today as well, no wins since round 1 this season. So a very welcome victory here today in match of the round as well. Which will just make it that little bit sweeter. So we wait for the ball to be thrown back aloft. Armstrong again on the ruck. Surplus back in there as well for Yarra Glen. So Armstrong gets it down, but it's Yarra Glen once again through Brereton, who win the centre clearance. It spills out the back, the mystery number 21, chasing after it, but he's been corralled by a couple of Junction players. A little soccer off the green, they could work. Hawkins in Kai, picks it up. Handballs away just in time. Now they might be able to go inside forward 50 here, Yarra Glen. Up and under ball. Hawkins in the area. Can he take the mark? Someone's taken it, but I think it was Yarra Junction. Yes, it is. So a good intercept mark here for the Eagles. And once again, just happy to just slow down the tempo. Long kick looking for Spalding. He's in a bit of a 2-on-1. A couple of more players form the pack though, and there's a free kick here going to go the way of the Eagles. And to Luke Spalding, who once again just wants to chip it up the line, looking for Robertson, who's it's a bit of a dangerous one for him. Webster, can he get it under his control? Yes, he can. Oh, Webster, sorry, in fact, it's Webber, who can send it inside forward 50 as a mark taken is there. Oh, no, umpire calls him to go. Here we go, kick towards goal. Kikadopoulos has got it. And there's the siren, so right on the siren there from Marcus Kikadopoulos, who can peg the margin back to 26 points, but in the end, the final scores here in the match of the round. Yarra Glen 6-7-43, go down to Yarra Junction 10-9-69. Their second win of the season for the Eagles, their first since round 1.